Yes. So, Fashion Dolls, welcome back. It is Thankful Thursday, March 26th, and welcome to another episode of Stevie. We are back with Philly Phil, and we are going to be getting into, since it's Women's History Month, our top
Yes.
five favorite in anything. So, I'm looking forward to that. All
Yes.
right. But before we get to all of that, how has 2026 been for you thus far?
2026 so far has been a very eye-opening year so far. Just still it's still the beginning of the year, but there's still a lot of progression, I feel like. But there is a lot of changes. But with change, sometimes change could be a good thing, sometimes change could be a bad thing, but in due time things will get better. But so far 2026 has been a learning year.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's for sure. So, we're here at Fashion Dolls. You guys know that March is International Women's History Month.
Yes.
And the last time we conversated with Phil, we were touching on our love for none other than Janet Jackson, but it is amazing female artists. So we're going to expand and tap into Phil's catalog of women in music. All right. So we're going to do some games here. Show. Today's show is going to be focused solely on women and music. And if you guys tap my community tab here on YouTube, you will see that this month's Women's History Month goes to none other than Jody Watley. And I feel like Jody Watley, she doesn't get her flowers enough as a singer, as a songwriter. Yes, we know about Shalimar. For herself as her own, as a solo artist, she went and she created her own path and set fashion trends for so many designers.
Yeah.
Vogue, she's been in Essence, she's been in so many magazines, and she's still going, she's still touring, still performing, and it just goes to show you that longevity. Just like me and Phil, we have a love for Janet Jackson.
Yes, we do.
And one thing I can say about Janet as well as Beyonce is that these women have longevity.
They surely
The
do.
way Brandy is getting her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, we'll talk a little bit about that. Me and Kate
Yes.
Toots were already dishing
Yes.
about it. We spoke on the
G-
and
You
we
know I
love
love
us some
Brandy.
Brandy.
Yes.
Yes, we
We
just
all
came.
love Brandy.
They just came off of the High of the Boys Mind tour. You had Aya, Kelly Rowland, Money Long. I mean, it was the greatest
It was one
night
of the best.
ever.
It really was.
Greatest.
Yes. So I enjoyed now in terms of tours, that was probably one of my favorite, apart from Beyonce's, because Beyonce did have the Cowboy Carter tour. The Boy Is Mine tour was the icing on the cake because it was so long waited. I mean, it was one of the best tours literally by like it was a grand night, like really a grand night for R&B because Brandy and both Monica are legendary in the R&B category of music, and Brandy especially. Now we all know, if some of you do know or do follow me, I am a diehard Brandy fan. I love Monica too, but Brandy was the highlight in my opinion because Brandy is just amazing. Like vocally, she's always been one of my most favorite vocalists. Monica too, but if we want to talk about A-list vocals, it would have to be Brandy. I mean, she tore it up. Like she did all of the cuts, with the exception of she didn't do "Do You Know What You Have" from 211. I really wanted her to do that song, but all in all, the tour was great. The opening of it was the best. The way they came out, the elevator scene was iconic. I mean, it's just so memorable. Still to this day, I still wake up just thinking about that specific moment. That it was just iconic how they did their little poses and snaps, and it was just amazing. That was one of the best concerts last year, apart from the Beyonce Cowboy Carter. I will
Okay.
never forget it.
Oh my God. And you just named a bunch. And I mean, women are dominating the tour
The
scene
industry,
right now.
they really are. Yeah, women are taking
Yeah.
over in general, not just the tour and concert scene, just in general. Women are taking over the world by storm. We live in a male dominated world, but it's been time for the women to shine. Women Like I said, and I speak highly of women because I am a feminist myself, and I do believe in femininity. So I believe that women have equal rights just as much as males do. Women are seen as less than, but in my eyes, women have done just as more as men. Women carry the world by storm in so many different ways, whether people want to believe it or not. Women are a strength to a lot of different people, a lot of different things. They set a foundation. And This month is a very important month. And I even spoke about this on my Facebook, how I am dedicated to femininity and feminism, equal rights, that women are a voice, are a strength. So yeah, it is really important. And if we turn and we spoke about this last time, how mostly in my category, in my music category, I mainly, have women in my circle, in my list of music. So yeah, I think it's very very important. Women deserve their flowers.
And speaking of which, I'm pretty sure you've seen the announcement. TLC
Yes,
and Vogue
I am
saw,
going. I'm just letting
and
you know. Yes,
that is the cherry on top of the cake. It's
yes,
perfect because
it is.
you've got Mother's Day coming up. You've
Yep,
got National Women's History Month, which
yep,
is coming to a close, but
yeah,
it came right on time. And
yes.
as you said, I love what you just said, which is the industry don't get their flowers enough
They
because it
don't.
is male dominated.
It is.
And it's a lot more work. With women, we have the glam
It do.
squad, we have
Yes.
all of that before we go out on stage.
Yes.
And kudos to all of the amazing female entertainers. You've got Meg The Stallion, is the Zidler
Love
in
her.
Chicago
Yeah.
on Broadway.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes. Cardi is dominating with this Little Miss Drama. It is
Yep.
one of the highest grossing tours ever. It's
Yep.
sold out
Yeah.
everywhere. So, I mean, as you stated, women are taking in the music business, and
Yeah.
rightfully so.
Yeah.
And, and, and as far as concerts, my top five, oh, the Boys Mind tour with Monica, the
That's number
announcement,
one.
presentation is every
Everything. Yes.
to be wrapped up in the microphone cords and then
Yes.
to
Yes.
break.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's everything. So
The
that's number one.
promotion. Yes. Yes, I really, really, I mean, when I'm telling you, I say it's about time because I have always wanted to see both of them live, but Brandy especially. Like when they popped up on my feed, I was just like, yes, yes, finally, finally. When I'm telling you, long awaited because I have always wanted to see Brandy live. Oh my God, the footage that I captured was phenomenal. Like I still go back, still to this day, just scroll up and just look at the moments, the memories of both Brandy and Monica, and then for them to perform "The Boys Mine" at the end was the icing on the cake. I knew they were going to do that, but I know I had seen them twice because the first night they had to cut the show short because Brandy got dehydrated. I don't know if you heard about that situation in
I've
Chicago, but
seen. Oh,
yeah, yeah, it was a moment, and I was a little kind of disappointed at first, but when Brandy actually spoke about it on social media and apologized for it, that's when I felt whole. So I felt it was beneficial to go again because the show started off good, just in general. I mean, it was just the perfect setting, the perfect tone. The crowd was amazing. Everybody came out and wore their attire. People were dressed up like Moesha. Like it was just it was as though you know how people when people go to Beyonce concerts, they dress up like her. It was the same setting. People were dressed up like Monica. You had Monica stands dressed up like her. You had Brandy stands dressed up like her. And I had my outfit, which was amazing. I had the first night I went, the first night in October. I was dressed kind of like 90s inspired. Then the second time I went, it was kind of like the more casual inspiration vibe of it. So yeah, it was just the icing on the cake for last year.
and rightfully so. You had Kelly Rowland on the tour,
And
and then what I
Kelly,
loved what
yes,
was she paid homage to Brandy and Monica both paid. They did a tribute in the show for Whitney Houston, who has
yes, that's
inspired
what I want to talk about.
both.
Yes, Yes, I'm telling you,
Yes,
they
and Whitney
both did a
oh,
yes. So, oh my God, when they did okay, because you know they both adore and love Whitney so much, but when they did the oh, I wanna dance with somebody. Oh, they killed it. They killed it. Monica did one part, Brandy did one part. It was just amazing. It was just amazing just to see two R&B divas channel Whitney Houston because you know they both love and adore Whitney Houston. So I thought that that was also the icing on the cake as well for the night. I'm glad that they put that in the show because I felt like it was the most important because you know they adore and love Whitney. So I felt like that was the best time to do it. So I really like that. And then I loved also in there where they had moments of you know them telling their stories without in the show when they was having their little interludes. I love it the dedication videos. They even put a little bit of Whitney in there, and then you had other people speaking about the artist, how much they love Brandy, how much they love Monica. It was just the whole thing was just a great idea. And then I also love too that other celebrities were you know, supporting them as well. You had Queen Latifah, you had Beyonce, how they all came out in different states. You know, it just became like a family tour, more as just a Brandy and Monica tour. It became more of like I love seeing just other their peers, you know, supporting them as well. So yeah, no, it was just
and
amazing.
Patti
It was
LaBelle too.
yeah, yeah,
Patti LaBelle came out with Kelly
yeah,
Rowland, and they
yes,
all went on stage and they met with her. She's the godmother of soul, so
yes,
it's perfect so to see that these women, Whitney and Patty, have
yeah,
paved the way for them, and it was just a celebration.
yes,
Maya Maya
yes.
doesn't get her flowers.
Yes,
I
she
love
was.
Maya.
Oh my God, I love Maya too. Maya. Okay, so the first. Okay, so the opening headliners. The first night was Money Long. Who else?
Yeah.
Kelly Rowland. That was the first night. But then the second time, because I know Money Long couldn't finish. So the second time I went, it was Maya. Maya killed it. Then she had her little Janet Jackson segment in there that I like. She kind of did a little bit, but then she did her own songs as well. Oh, Monica, oh, she sounded great. You know, I didn't get a chance to post the Kelly Rowland and the Maya, but I do have the footage. You know, I just wanted to post just basically solely just the Monica and Brandy parts, but I do have a lot of the Kelly and Maya footage. Oh, they were perfect. Now, to me, if I have to be honest, I feel like they kind of had too much headliners. I feel like if they would have just had Kelly Rowland the first night, that would have she would have been just the perfect opening act. And if they would have had Maya on the second night, it would have been it should have been just Maya. But they did have the America Idol winner. I always forget his name, but I don't know much. I didn't know much about him. But he performed the first night. The Money Long performed, but see, I only know certain amount of. I only know like a little bit of her songs, but I'm not a huge fan of Money Long. But she did okay. Um, but I honestly think they should have had just one. Only the reason why I say that is because um we probably would have got more songs from both Brandy and Monica because the focus
Oh yeah.
was them, and I feel like them having the many headliners that they had, I felt like I felt like it kind of took away from the Brandy and Monica because I know that they probably would have did a lot more songs than the songs that they did. Not saying that the songs that they did were bad because they did the right songs, but I wanted just a little bit more from them too. That's just my honest opinion about the headliners at the beginning. But all in all, the whole entire setup was good.
And then with the concert, you can only do but a certain amount of number of
Yeah,
songs
yeah,
time.
yeah.
And
That's true.
what Beyonce, what she does is she'll give you portions. Like
Yeah,
we thought that she was gonna do, I think, Green Light at one of the Cowboy
yeah,
Carter tours. And she
yeah.
gave you like no, it was Freakum Dress. I think it was Freakum Dress
Yes,
or
she
Green Light. One of the
one of
two.
those. Yeah,
She gave you a
yeah,
little snippet of it,
yeah,
went back to perform the song from the album. So
yeah.
you could have did something like that, but what Brandy did, she took a page from Beyonce's book as well
She
too,
did.
and
Yeah,
she gave tribute to other female artists. She included
yeah,
Aaliyah because it was a
yeah,
trinity. It was
yeah.
Aaliyah,
That was the
Monica,
girls back then.
and Monica.
Yeah,
They were
yeah. Yeah, yeah. In the 90s, yeah, all three of them. Yeah, they were all the good. Yep, yeah. And speaking of Aaliyah, I'm a diehard Aaliyah fan. And I had purchased the Aaliyah Barbie doll that came out. It came out last year, but I finally I posted it on Facebook and TikTok because I no longer have Instagram, unfortunately. But I did finally purchase the Aaliyah Barbie because I wanted it in my collection. I do have her sitting in my living room right now as we speak. But yes, I finally purchased that because I'm a diehard Aaliyah fan too. I think if Aaliyah was still living, she would still be dominating. She would still be. I think she would have progressed a little bit more than she got, because we know she passed away at the age of 22. But I think if she was still living, she would have progressed so much that it would probably blew people's minds away. Because the girl already had it, even at the three albums she came out with. But you've seen her progress each album. But with that last album, the self-titled, that album is just everything. Aaliyah was just loved
Lord,
her. Yeah, huge fan
way
of
too.
her.
And it's just like lost so many amazing female talents.
We have,
We speaking of dance, uh, you've mentioned Aaliyah, so which
yes,
brings portion.
yeah.
Uh, the best female dancers, your top five. We know that Janet and
Yeah,
Beyonce, that's a no-brainer. So who
yeah.
would your top?
So, of course, Janet is first. I would have to say Aaliyah would be second because Aaliyah, she progressed as a dancer. Now she started off just it was only just about her voice, but we know she progressed as a dancer. But number one would have to be Janet because we know Janet with dance, there's not female dancers, she cannot be topped. So she is always number one when it comes to female dance. Number two would have to be Aaliyah. Number three, I would have to say, and she is a little younger, Tinashe. And I'm also a huge fan of her as well. But she kind of mirrors Janet a little bit. But Tinashe is a little bit more. She has a lot more. She's a little bit more acrobatic. I would have to say she would be a top dancer. I would have to say, let me see, four. Um, Oh my god! Because there's so many female dancers, like, there's so many of them. There's so many of them. Um, who would be my 4th? Because I do know Maya is a great dancer as well. Maya, she's a good dancer too. I could probably put Maya in the category as dance too, because she came up being a good dancer as well. Um, let's see. So she could be my 4th. Maya could be my 4th. 5th. Oh God, because there's so many. There's really so many. There's really a lot. There's really a lot. Um, oh gosh, there's so many. There's so many. I guess I can still put Beyonce. We could say Beyonce. We can say
Oh yeah.
Beyonce. Beyonce, she's set a tone for dance as well. Beyonce, she's in there in terms of dance as well because there's so many other ones I can't name off the top of my head, but in terms of dance, those will have to be my main five. But yeah, number one would definitely have to be Janet Jackson. Off the rip, because I looked up to her as being a dancer in choreography because she's really good at choreography. And then we know the people who kind of helped her in the beginning was Tina Landon. She was a good dancer back in the day. Um, yeah, just those ones in that category in terms of dance, they would have to be them. But yes, in terms of the ones that's a little bit younger but that's more seasoned now, Tinashe, she is really, really she is a great dancer. I follow her catalog pretty good too.
Now my top five, I'm gonna go with Janet, of course. That's a no-brainer.
She's number one.
Queen B, Beyonce.
Yeah,
Number three, I have to go with Meg because she's able to balance out rapping. Sing. Most
that is
rappers,
true.
they go on stage, they perform. Cardi does it too. Cardi can dance well
She
too.
can too, but
But Meg,
yeah,
number four, okay, I'm gonna go with Sierra. Sierra for sure.
can't forget
Number
Sierra.
five,
Okay, yes,
Norm.
Sierra. Yeah, yeah.
No, my
I agree.
Sierra.
Yeah, yeah, definitely Sierra. I can't forget. Actually, to be honest with you, she was the one I was mainly thinking about too. She slipped my mind. Sierra. I have to put Sierra in that category. So she would be Sierra would be honorable mention. Honestly, she would be honorable mention. Because Sierra is another one who carried Dance to 11. She was the main one I was thinking about, but couldn't say it. Sierra. So
And that
definitely,
flexibility, you mentioned
she's so
Tinashe and the
flexible.
flexibility there too. Yep.
Yes, and I would say, yeah, Tinashe fits in that category as long with Sierra. Yeah, they kind of fit that same category with flexibility.
And we've seen them train and rehearse behind the scenes
Yes, we
for their
have.
content, the
Yes,
tours, for the videos, and they
yeah,
put a lot of work to be
yeah,
able to be a great dancer. It takes a lot of practice.
I
And you
do.
mentioned Tina Landon, and then there's Paula Abdul, who's also worked with
Yep,
Janet.
yep.
So
Hmm.
they learned, they
Yeah,
studied the greats. We
yeah,
talk about Blue
yeah.
Ivy has studied her mother.
Oh, baby, when I tell you she is Beyonce times two, I can't tell them apart. Every time I see Blue, I think of B because you see how that girl has progressed at the age she is. She needs to be, because she needs to dance with Janet. I have said this before. She's getting ready to go places. She's getting ready to step above and do something a little bit more grander. And then Beyonce knows it.
And
And yeah,
in the Renaissance documentaries, there's like, okay, if you want to do
yes,
this,
yep,
something you got to
yeah,
really, really apply yourself. You can't
yes,
be out here playing around. And Blue said, okay,
yeah,
I got
yeah,
dancing right on with her mother. Monica
yeah.
brought her daughter out on stage with her as well too.
I know, yeah, I see, yeah, yeah, she did, she did.
So they're learning. They're studying the
Yeah,
craft.
yeah, yep, yep. And then another tour that I liked it a couple of years ago, the Queens of R&B Escaping SWV. That was a really great tour. I enjoyed that tour so much because I love SWV and Escape. But I love that tour. That's another tour, and the new TLC, the TLC and Salt and Pepper tour is kind of like a part two to that.
Yes.
So yeah, I think they're carrying on the legacy and still keeping up, this the R&B legends. So I think it's really great. I'm really excited for this Salt and Pepper and TLC. And then who else is it? Is it Total with them as well?
And yes,
Mo,
Total was on the
Mo.
Queens of R&B
Yes,
tour with
yes,
SWV,
yes,
702,
yeah,
Maya. It was all of them together. Now
yeah,
Salt and Pepper and TLC. Well,
yeah,
In Vogue and TLC worked
yeah,
together in the Panther
yeah,
the Freedom
yeah,
song.
yeah,
Mary J. Blige, Queen Latifah, Aaliyah, Monica, all of them
yeah,
were, and now then they did the BET Award when
yeah,
Alicia Keys put them together. So I
yeah,
mean, now they're doing the tour. So I
yeah.
would imagine something like this would happen. So I'm excited.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Me too, me too. So, yep, September, they are coming into my city, so I'm excited to see that. Of course, I am going to that. Yes, I am really excited about that. I'm glad that they're still continuing the movement, because they paved the way for so many people
Yes.
to be artists. So it's important, you know.
And as you stated in the beginning of the show, with it being a male dominated, and that was something that Salt and Pepper was keen on doing. They came out
Yeah,
with In Vogue and TLC.
yeah,
So when I saw
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, definitely, definitely. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm definitely excited about to see where they're gonna take it. But I know it's gonna do well. I know it's gonna do well. And then Tony Braxton is with New Edition, but I recently heard that Tony Braxton had to kind of part. I don't necessarily know if she parted ways from the tour, but I know she had some health conditions going on and couldn't finish one of the nights recently. So I hope Tony's okay. But I heard that tour has been doing good. I didn't get a chance to really. I didn't get a chance to go, but I know that I heard that tour was good as well.
and She was the only female on that tour. They made
Yep.
her feel like royalty, as they should. She
Right.
was the only female in that lineup. You
Yeah.
had New Edition. I I can't remember. Was it Boys to Men? I can't remember who all was on the tour.
Was it Boys to Men? I think so. I think it was Boys to Men with them.
Yes, I think it was New Edition, Boys to Men, and Tony Braxton. And Tony was the only female on that. And then as
Yeah.
a solo artist, you got to be able
Yep.
to hold it down.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
it. Love to see Tony in concert. That would be one of
Me
my
too.
top five
Yeah,
concerts
Tony
as
as
well too.
well. I have yet to see Tony. I have to see her. I've tried to see Tamar. I haven't gotten a chance to see her yet too. But yeah, I definitely want to add them to my list as well. I definitely have to see Tony because I love Tony too.
And just the strength of sisters. Her sisters have went on and created careers individually for
Yeah,
themselves, each of them equally talented.
yeah,
And it's important that we highlight that as well too. Everybody has their cup of tea. Like Trina's in her lane,
yep,
Tamar's in her lane.
mhm,
Cressy, she rest in grace, was finding her way, her
yeah,
voice.
yep.
Uh, to one who took the sort of the lower registers.
Register.
So
Yep.
I mean, everybody, yeah.
Yeah,
Tony too. Tony has a low register, and
yeah,
it was sexy. It was all of these
yeah,
things.
yeah,
So shout out to all of the amazing female vocalists who are able to go through those different vocal
yeah.
abilities.
Yes.
Shantae Moore, if you want to go to
Uh,
the higher register,
yes.
uh,
Yes. She.
was one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she is really great. Oh, Shantae Moore, she's underrated. But she's definitely good. She's a great vocalist. Yes. I feel like she doesn't really get her props either. But yeah, no, she's really good in that higher register. That girl could go all the way up, you know.
Shanice,
Um,
Shanice is another
yes.
who can hit the F called the F6 whistle note.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
and then singer, you said underrated. She doesn't get enough credit, but she's able. Shantae Moore can do as well too, and that is
Yeah.
Debuela Morgan. Her name is Debuela Morgan, and
Okay.
she has the
Okay.
single "Dance with." So I had the pleasure of Vanessa Williams, and the film was
Oh,
titled, and
okay.
I think that was the song for that film. And
Oh, okay.
the
I think I
boy,
might know. Okay.
yes, performed it. So beautiful, just like Shantae, where she's able to do the riffs and
Yeah.
all of those Shantae can do. You guys
Mhm,
look her up. Her name is Dwabuela,
mhm.
tongue tie.
Okay.
Debuela Morgan.
Uh, okay. I would
And
definitely have to
the
check her
song
out.
is called Dance With Me. So
Okay.
check her out.
Okay,
And she's able
definitely.
to do that. Who's another that's underrated? Christina Milian is another who can hit the high
She
register as
is.
well.
Yes, yes, and yes, I remember when she first came out too. Yes, she didn't get the hype that she deserved, but she did have cuts when she first came out. She did. 'Cause I think she came out like the early 2000s. She
Yep.
was on her way to building up and coming up as an artist too. But yes, Christina Milian is a great singer. I know A Marie is too.
Oh yeah.
Um, she's a good singer too. She's underrated, but she's been kind of making a somewhat of a comeback. Um, who else? There's so many of them. There's so many of them who don't get their props. Honestly.
Jasmine Sullivan with a
Oh
pen.
God, yes. Vocalist. You want to talk about vocalist? She's really a vocalist. And you know who gives her her props? Brandy gives her her props.
Yep. Soulful tree. Uh,
Yeah,
Jasmine is in between,
yeah, she is.
whereas Shantae, Mariah Carey, way back in the day when she first came out,
Hmm.
Dobela,
Hmm.
what's her name? Who else did I? Shantae, all of them who are able to hit those soft whistles, but
Yeah,
Jasmine will come in, take you right
yeah,
to church. Jill
yeah.
Scott too.
Oh
Is
yeah.
another that she's going on tour.
She is going on tour. I'm actually thinking about going to hers as well. I know she recently came out with an album
Yep.
to whom this may concern. I have been listening to that album. It is really, really good. It's a really, really good CD. Yes, it's been a minute since we heard from Jilly from Philly. I do love Jill Scott as well. She's very poetic. But yeah, she did something a little different with this album, and I think it's really, really good. But yeah, she's going on tour. She's coming to my city in August. So I will be on lookout for that. I know in August, my birthday month, is a lot going on. I am going to see J. Cole because I am a huge J. Cole fan. If you want to talk about rap, I like him as a rapper. He's coming to tour and a couple of days before my birthday. But yes, August has a lot of events coming up this year, so I'm excited about to see what's going on for August.
It's gonna be a lot of music events, a lot of
Yes,
festivals going on.
Jay Z.
Guys,
Yes,
prepare yourself.
yes, yeah. Jay Z. He has some stuff coming. I think Jay Z is supposed to do a lineup with Brandy. I think I was seeing something about block something. Jay Z with Brandy and oh god, what is it? Somebody's supposed to be, but I think Jay Z and Brandy are going to be in a lineup or something like that. I forgot the name of it. I have to relook at it, but yeah, it did pop up. So Jay Z, he's doing a few things this year. Yeah,
I can't wait. Fingers crossed that that happens because they both were out during the same era. The
yeah,
90s music was everything. You had
yeah,
Brandy, you had Jay-Z, you had Janet,
yeah,
you had Maya, you had all of these different artists with
yeah,
their range.
yeah.
And speaking of Jasmine, Christina Milian with the
Mhm.
pen. We've heard her background vocals with Jennifer
Yeah,
Lopez. We've
yeah,
heard her, of course, with Ja Rule.
yeah.
So
Hmm.
her to go and create her own career because she started off in Disney too.
Yeah, she did.
Started off
Yeah,
right in Disney, and for her to be able to go mainstream and coming from Disney and as an artist, hats off to her. And like you said, she doesn't get enough credit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and a lot of them do start off by doing stuff in the back scene before they get out. So yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
And it's going to be a whole lot more. The next generation of female artists that are coming out, you've got Coco Jones, you've got
yeah,
SZA. SZA is
hmm,
also a genius with a pen.
yeah,
Uh,
and a Grammy winning artist too. She's good too. She is good for the newer generation. Yeah,
yes. Uh,
there is one person who I wish would have pushed their career a little bit more solo. Normani from Fifth
yes.
Harmony. I don't know what happened, but I was rooting for her at one point. But she seemed to have let the solo act go. But I was rooting for her. I seen her potential as an artist, but I don't know if she called it quits. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but she was also a good. She made one album. I liked it. But some people they start off and then they don't finish. It just depends. But I never like when an artist quits. I always like when an artist keep going and keep trying. One person
Yeah.
I know who does that very well and never quits is Tinashe. She is somebody who, yeah, they gave her shit in the past about, and she has gotten so much mixed views. It was hard for her to start, but she's still succeeding. Tinashe, she is a great example of somebody that keeps going forward and never quitting. But because she is a very, very talented artist in person, I've seen her at concerts constantly. I can say I'm a Tinashe stan. And also shout out to the K2 spot because he actually is somebody who put me on to her. um, but yes, no, she's somebody who's still going, and now she's independent. She's doing great. She's doing better independent than when she was with her record label. So she is somebody who is a great example of who never quit and just keeps going. She is a little quiet now, but I know she's working on some more magic. So I'm waiting for her to come back. So yeah, Tinashe is somebody who was on my list, and now FKA Twigs, she kind of came a little later in my list, but
Oh
I
yeah.
actually like her as well. I actually began to like her as well. I always knew about her back then, but didn't, follow her like that. But recently with Eusexua and Eusexua Afterglow, those two albums last year, she took me by storm. Like I was literally listening to her the entire year, literally more than anybody. And on Apple Music, what comes up is it shows your top artist. She was my top artist last year. But yeah, no, FK Twigs is somebody else that's on my list. She made my list recently, but yeah. Another person who I really love is Ariana Grande.
Uh, Again, that F6 notes, Ariana's able to do it as well too.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. And she's somebody who's underrated. As popular as she is, she's really underrated. People give her mixed views too, but she's really an underrated she became underrated because when she started out, she really was getting sort of the same hype, like kind of like Mariah Carey in a way, but she became underrated. I don't know if that's because she wanted to do more acting because we know she did do recently Wicked and she was good at doing Wicked, but I think she became more underrated. Now she does have her tour coming up. Hopefully, I can still go. I don't know if she has any tickets available, but yeah, she became underrated. But she is a great artist. I really, really love her. Her catalog is really, really good. So she's another artist that's in my list as well in terms of female artists.
And writers as well too. Like you've
Yeah,
got Seven Streeter. Seven
yeah,
Street is another who has penned for other artists as well too,
yeah,
and has had a solo career.
yeah,
So these amazing female writers out here that are writing for other artists like
yeah.
Esther Dean. Of
Yes,
course, if you
and
want
she
to go
used
to
to
the
sing. Yeah,
Elliott. So I mean the list
yeah,
goes on and on.
yeah, yeah. Esther Dean, she started off singing, but then she became more in the back scene. And yeah, and then Seventh Streeter. Now, Seventh Streeter, she did start her singing career, but I think that to me, I feel like she's better writing because she is a great writer when it comes to writing music. But yeah, she started out doing singing, and Esther Dean started out. But I know, some people they do what's best for them. Um, but yeah,
And hats off to them for being able to find that balance because
yeah,
being able to go in the studio to mix, master, and record. Missy, Tinashe, all of them, and then you're doing this to any artist out here. If you're doing it independently, it's going to take a little while,
wow,
because you're
yeah,
doing everything yourself. You're going in the studio and you have to stack your vocals. And I remember that Zay was telling me something about that, about
mhm,
stacking your vocals and making
yeah,
sure that the production and the cadence of the song is just right.
yeah, 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 yeah,
And
and
Mariah Carey, that's something she's notorious for doing. So you're gonna Faith Evans is another. They are
mhm,
notorious for the background, the BG vocals,
yeah, yeah,
and it's key in every one
yeah,
of their songs.
yeah, and you can't forget Brandy. She's somebody who set the
Oh
tone for stacking, layering. Now I will personally say yes, Mariah Carey is really, really good at that. But my favorite person who ever does that is Brandy. She does it so effortlessly with her own voice because she knows her voice. But the way Brandy does it, it's just like I just get goosies. It's just Brandy takes it to a whole nother level. When I tell you she's one of my favorite female vocalists of all time, she will forever be. She will forever be. If anybody was to ask me today, I would quickly say Brandy, Rihanna Norwood. Quickly. They'd be like, "Who's your favorite vocalist?" Brandy.
and when her and Mariah Carey teamed up, it's like
Yes, with the
they're
roof. Yes.
it's the remix. Well,
Yes.
she reimagined it, and
Yeah.
you're literally having to do a double take. Like, wait, Brandy, Mariah, like
Yeah. That's crazy.
their vocals together twisted up like this, like
Yeah.
they both sound alike.
They do, yeah. They both know they both know how to stack and layer. They both admire each other so much.
Yes. And that's a love that will still go on. And Mariah has influenced so many other female artists who have been able to do that soft. And I
Yeah.
think Kelly Price said this in an interview about her. She said that Mariah, because she was one of Mariah's background singers before she went on and did her career. And she said
Yeah.
that Mariah taught her how to do the very soft, airy
Yeah.
tones, the
Yeah.
very at the high notes, the whistles, all of that.
Mhm.
Whereas Kelly Price grew up in the church. Jasmine Sullivan,
Mhm.
you can tell she came from the church as well
Oh
too,
yeah,
or
definitely.
started church. because it's very soulful and it's real. Another would be Fantasia.
Oh yeah,
Fantasia,
she's real. She's church through and through.
yes. That
She's
what is it
church.
called? The glissando. The
Yes.
glissando is what it's called. We're able
Yep.
to put out those notes and belt and growl them
Yeah.
out. And
Yeah. Little Patty.
Christina
That's what they
Aguilera
call her.
took us there.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fantasia. Oh, when you want to talk about somebody that belts, Fantasia, Patty LaBelle. Those are
yes.
people who sing from their gut. So yeah, no, Fantasia, she's amazing. And we know she does R&B, but we know she is church. When you hear her, you get church when you hear Fantasia. Yeah, no,
And
Fantasia, she's a great
that's
artist too.
true. Mother wanted her to sing gospel. If you guys watch the film that she did, Life is But a Fairy Tale.
Yes, oh
You
yeah, I
can
love
hear
that
this
film. Yep, on
church.
Lifetime. Yeah,
It was straight up church.
yeah, it
And
was.
that's
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah. Life is But a That was a great movie on Lifetime. I remember when it first aired too. I was, oh my god, a teenager. Yeah, at that time.
and
Yeah,
it showed the
no,
birth of her career,
yeah,
going
yep,
to
and
how we
yeah,
got introduced to her. And look at her
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. She's paved the way for artists as well. Yep, Kelly Clarkson. American Idol was a good show at the time. Yep,
And so much talent coming from there.
yeah,
From
yes,
on the women's side, you've got Kelly Clarkson. You've
love
got
her.
Candace Brown. I think
Yep,
that's her name. Candace.
I think
You've
yeah,
got, oh my
a lot of
goodness, Jordan Sparks, Kelly
yes,
Clarkson. I mean, the list
yeah,
goes on and on.
yeah. Yeah, it was a lot of good female talent that came from American Idol. I mean, American Idol was a good show. I used to watch it religiously. But yeah, when Kelly Clarkson won, because I followed her from a child on up. She became one of my favorite singers at that time. Um, yeah, and then that was around the time when pop was really really going up because we had Christina Aguilera, who I still love. At that time, that was when pop was. I mean, pop is still good, but we know back when pop was pop back in the day. Yeah, artists like Kelly Clarkson, Christina Aguilera, all of them, they were paving the way.
And and in that era, and you said the pop era, the Y2K era or the pop
Hmm.
era, where a lot
Britney,
of
yeah,
these are the Aguilera's, Britney's, the
yeah,
Jessicas, all of them, amazing era of music, and they each stood the test of time.
they
And
did.
they started in Disney as well, the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. And we
Yeah,
see them doing the covers. We see them at a very young age, like either 11, 12, 13 years old, and they
yeah,
are doing these covers. And
hmm,
it's just like, wow, this is a little child singing like this, a little girl singing like this, and now this is a
yeah,
grown woman who
yeah,
has birthed her own career. So
yeah,
it's
yep,
crazy the
yep,
growth from then.
yeah, yep. The glow up. Yep.
And now they're teaching other artists that are coming along, the Coco
Yep.
Jones of the world.
Yep.
And there's so many on the
Yeah.
got Esperanza Spalding, who's one of
Yes.
my favorites. Love her. I wonder where she is, but
Yeah.
amazing vocalist. Another would be Nora
Yeah.
Jones. I mean,
Oh
it's
yeah,
it's so
definitely. Yeah, yeah, it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. Yeah, it's a lot of them, and they're mainly women too. And women, they do dominate the industry, whether people want to believe it or not. Women carry the way in a lot of these industries, not just the music industry, the modeling industry, the makeup industry. The list goes on and on and on. And women should get their flowers because they do pave a way for a lot of things, whether people want to believe it or not, because the world is so male dominated, they need to look at the woman's perspective as well. And me, I'm somebody who looks at the woman's perspective because women should be seen as equal. And so that's why I am consider myself a true feminist because I do see the woman side as well as the man. I see the male side as well, but I see the women's side more because women have a lot more to prove more than men do. Not saying that men don't, but we have to look at it. we have to look at the reality of it. The reality of it is women don't get the props they deserve. So it's harder. It's way more hard. It's way more hard, for women to rise and soar above. But now it's turned. Now women are paving the way for a lot of different things. A lot of the acting industry. The list goes on.
And more to come. As you said, acting. What I could think of is Meg on live in theater in Chicago, and
Yeah,
so many others taking over the stage.
yeah,
So you're gonna see a lot more tours coming up this summer, and I'm
yeah.
pretty sure you guys are ready for it. So stay tuned.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know I'm looking. So I'm always looking to go to the concert, and I love going to the shows and getting the live instrumentation, meeting the other fans. I love going to concerts. Because I'm a people person. So yeah, yeah. I always like the live experience of a show. So I'm excited.
And there's nothing better than feeling it, being able to sing along with your favorite singers, and they
Yes.
pass out the microphone and they let you finish the lyrics. And that's
Yeah.
what it's all about. You guys are
Yeah.
all sharing a moment together.
Yep.
Everybody else in is to support that singer because that's their singer, and you all share a common bond and camaraderie, and that is
Yep.
music.
Yep. Yep. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. That's why we have concerts. Yep.
Absolutely, absolutely. And speaking of projects, uh, Cardi's got her hair care line out right now. She's got her
Mhm.
tour. Meg is on Broadway Theater Chicago. So I mean, it's like they're all dominating in their own single right. We've
Yeah.
got the tour with Salt and Pepper, TLC, and In Vogue. I would have never thought I would have seen them.
Me
If you go
neither.
all the way back in 96, 95, to
Mm.
see them all on that song together, and then the BET Awards
Mhm.
2008, I want to say,
Mm.
and now 2026, we're here and we're seeing them on tour together.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it's going to be more female acts that are going to be going on tour.
Oh yeah,
So you
definitely.
guys definitely.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, it is exciting. It is exciting and it's huge and it's for the culture, it's for, people who the diehard fans. It's good. It's really, really good. It's really, really good to see that. And me, I am a diehard TLC fan, and I've missed a lot of opportunities of seeing them because of my schedule, but I will not miss this opportunity. So I'm excited to see them in September.
And that reminds me, they're also bringing their life story to stage. So the first night
Oh,
they're going to start off in DC. So they've already casted three young ladies to portray
oh,
them. So they're going to be
oh,
bringing their life to stage. TLC, yes.
oh.
So you
Okay, I
guys,
didn't know that part.
yes, go and check it out because I remember posting about it for Women's History Month, and they've
Okay,
already cast three young ladies who
okay,
are going to be portraying them. They've got one that resembles Left Eye, one that resembles Chili, one that resembles T-Boz as well too. So let me go back a few days back on my post here. And by
okay,
the way, today is Diana Ross's 82nd birthday. So happy 82nd birthday to the boss, Miss Ross. But let me go back a few days back for TLC because they've already casted the young ladies to portray them. And you guys can find out a little bit more. Give me 1 second. All right. Yes, yes, yes. All right. June 12th at Washington, D.C., the TLC Crazy Sexy Cool, the musical, is set to make its world premiere at the D.C. Theater, the Washington, D.C. Theater. And the dates are June the 12th to
okay,
August. Opening night will be June 26th. So make sure that you guys go and check it out. The actress that'll be portraying T-Boz, her name is Holly Gabrielle Conway, Jade
okay.
Milan as Left Eye, and Stony B. Woods as Chili. So you guys can go and check it out. And it's on my community tab. So yes,
Perfect.
mark those dates down. Yes, it's going to
Okay.
be a lot going on this month, and I'm pretty sure before we know it, Coachella 2026 will be here, and South
Yes.
by Southwest, a lot of music festivals. So just make sure if Meg does a set, I know it's going to be lit, but right now she
Mhm.
is on stage for Chicago. She's playing
Yeah.
the Ziegler. So make sure you guys
Yeah.
go and check that out. She looks amazing. She's the first woman Ziegler. We've seen Titus Burgess do
Mhm.
it, and then it was another actor who did it as well too. So yes, stay tuned for that. The
Yes.
TLC Crazy Sexy Cool musical because they
Wow.
also did a movie, the VH1 movie. So you guys
Yes,
can go and
I
check.
have it. Yeah, I have it on DVD. Oh yeah, I remember when it first came out. I reviewed it too on YouTube years back. Yep. I
Yep,
remember when that first
and check
aired.
out their they also did like on Lifetime. They went back and they were showing some of their outfits from the tour. Like
Mm,
T-Boz went in the storage and was pulling out outfits that they wore on the tour and going
wow.
through photos, all of these things.
Yeah.
Like even Janet pulled out some of her merch, and I think it was up for auction. So
Oh yeah.
who knows?
Yep, she did that. Yep.
and
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
and the pieces are timeless. They have to put them in like the little. I think Janet was saying that they have to put them in like the little air vent thingy, like in the storage type thing, so that
Yeah.
the clothes keep
Yeah.
everything looking exactly the way it was in the video.
Yeah. 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 Oh yeah. And I keep up with Janet. So yeah, I do know about the auction. I think most of the fans bought some of the stuff. So yeah, that was huge.
Like she had, I think from if she did Rhythm Nation, what's it gonna be with Busta Rhymes? The purple, the headpiece, everything.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
That was a really,
I
really different
Lonely.
outfit.
Oh yes, with the rings on the
Yes,
nails
the
and
rings on the
every
nails. Like that was so next level. Like Janet stepped out of her comfort zone and did a lot of different things. And a lot of other women of today have stole from it. But yeah, she did a lot of different stuff. She was opening up a lot of doors for a lot of different women to do a lot of different stuff with outfits, tour looks, you name it, video looks. Yeah.
and and it, and in the I Get Lonely video, the dress
Uh-huh.
that she wore, when she was, if you look, she's up against the glass,
Uh-huh.
and it's like snakes are right here, like on her
Yeah.
stomach.
Yeah.
That is Terry Mugler. That is
Okay.
Terry
Yeah, yeah,
Mugler.
yeah.
She said she could not move in that dress, and the dress when the model
Mm.
was walking out on the runway, it is a different version, but she was just
Mhm.
up against the glass so that it could capture that shot, the red
Mhm.
hair, everything. It just tied in perfectly. So
Mhm.
go back and you'll see the dress that I'm talking about. But Terry
Mhm.
Mugler made that. The bottom part is kind of like these, almost like fur in a way,
Okay.
almost like fur. The top is like snakes and these like I can't describe it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. That was Terry
Mhm.
Mugler, and
Mhm.
he was very futuristic, and so perfect collaboration because Janet at the time, if you look at that video, she says she
Mhm.
liked Japanese inspired type of fashions. Even
Yeah.
as it goes up all for you and that
Oh yeah.
video, the
Yeah.
style is different. You're now going into the Y2K era or
Right.
the Harajuku era.
Yep.
So a
Yep.
lot on the jeans, ripped
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
and the All For You video was very Japanese inspired too. But I also loved that jacket. That jacket, I always loved that jacket with the half cut off jacket and the yes, it was just so fashionable and then she even showed it in her songs like China Love. That kind of had a Harajuku type of vibe. And yeah, that was around the
yes.
Y2K era. Yep.
And then you see Britney doing the trend. The cutoff. Denim
Yes.
was a thing.
Yes. Yep.
Denim was a thing.
Yep.
Safety pins were a thing. A
Yep.
lot on the jeans. A lot of
Yep.
tech. It was a lot. The Y2K era for fashion for a lot
Yes.
of artists at that
Yep.
time was just
Yep.
amazing.
Yeah.
So shout outs to her for being that trendsetter. But again,
Yeah.
each artist had their era.
Yep.
Janet dominated the 90s.
She
Brandy
did.
dominated the 90s.
Yeah.
Aaliyah, they made it okay for women because even SWV, they said, and Janet said it too, we're not into the gowns and dresses.
Right.
SWV said, we're around the way girls.
Right.
So, we dress out we saw women dress back at that time. So
Right.
it was the baggy clothes. And
Yeah.
Aaliyah, SWV, and all of these other
Yes.
female artists,
Yep.
Maya, all of them, they made it sexy to wear
They
baggy
did.
clothes.
They did. They did. And I always said that too. Because I was talking to one of my friends way back. I was just like, well, when you think about the artists like TLC and them, they made that, they started that trend. They made it sexy. They made it okay for women to do it. So, which is important, because they wanted to show that, hey, okay, I'm a woman too. Just because you a male don't mean I can wear the same stuff. They didn't want to be classified for as women can only wear dresses. No, we can wear the baggy stuff too. So I like that they cross paths for other women to do that. So I think that was really important, especially back then because women were saying like, oh, they can't do stuff like that, but Janet and TLC and them, they like, no, we can. What you saying we can't do is we saying we can do it. What you gonna do about it? So that was the vibe. I liked that they did that because they set a tone. And we know the way Aaliyah did it. Oh, baby, she can't be topped. With that style she had. That girl had so much swag, baby. Still to this day, women and men mirror Aaliyah's style, myself included.
And
So
that she did. She set a
yeah,
trend. Baggy
yeah,
clothes were a thing in the 90s.
yeah,
And I mean, so many from Escape that Escape said, you know what, we would like
yeah,
the female version of
yeah,
Jodeci. And I think
yeah.
Candy was saying that in an interview.
Yeah,
Yes.
Christopher Williams said, "Yeah, Mary J. Blige, yeah, Mary, she did set a tone. Around the '90s, that gave women their voice. I think around that time it got better. Women were able to speak ways that they couldn't back then. But when the '90s came, they said, okay, we finna change the trajectory. So yeah, no, he was right. Chris was right about that. Mary J. Blige is another one. Mary J. Blige, especially. We can't forget her. We can't forget her. And she's another one that set a fashion tone for the industry as well. Um,
Queen of Soul, none other.
yeah,
And
yeah.
and speaking of which, she's also, if I'm not mistaken, she's doing a residency in Las Vegas.
Oh yeah.
So you
All of
guys,
them doing that. Yeah,
there's going to be a lot of women on tour this summer. You're not going to know what to do. You've got TLC,
yeah,
Invo,
yeah,
and Salt and Pepper. Now
yeah,
you've got
yeah,
Mary. You've got
yeah,
Cardi with her Little Miss Drama tour,
yeah,
which is
yeah,
selling out. So
yeah,
before you know, Coachella will be here, South
yeah,
by South, all of
yeah,
these music festivals, and you're going to see so many amazing female acts. You're not going to know what to do. So TLC is
mm,
bringing their musical to the stage, their life story. So you guys
yeah,
stay tuned for that. So it's a
yeah,
lot on the docket.
yeah.
As Phil said, if it's true, Jay Z and Brandy. If
So,
this is true now,
I, yeah,
I pray it is
I, I,
because they
I, I
both
I
were
have to.
in that era.
Yes, I have to look for that. I have to look for because it popped up on my Facebook feed. It's something. It's a festival. I think Most Def or somebody De La Soul. Somebody is supposed to be with them, but Brandy is one is in there. It said Brandy Jay-Z. I just can't think of it right now. But when I post it up, I'm gonna have to post about it. But yes, I seen it pop up. I believe I would assume it's real. I would assume it's real. And Brandy is actually getting her props because we know our girl is gonna get her star March
Yes,
30th. Yes.
March
So
30th.
yeah, she deserves it. She deserves it.
And Issa Rae is going to be one of the key speakers there at her Hollywood Walk of Fame
Oh yeah.
starring.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm excited
Yeah.
about that. She's got Issa Rae. And I'm pretty sure Monica's going to be there. That's a
Of
no-brainer.
course,
There's
that's her sister. Monica's
yes.
gonna be there. She's gonna be there. And I just love Brandy and Monica's relationship so much because they have overcame a lot of what the industry tried to do to them. They tried to put those girls against each other, but the way that they came last year, they said, no, they said, no, we are sisters. They said we are sisters. They're not gonna put us together. It just really, really cut a thin line of what the industry and not just the industry people have tried to do to break them apart. So I'm glad that they
they got their stuff together and they did it. They and I love the way they support each other. And you can tell it's real. You can tell it's genuine. You can tell it's not just a front. I can see that it's real. So I really love how they support support one
And
another.
they pour into one another, whereas
They
everybody tried to
do.
drive a rift. They made it
Yes.
seem it was more than what it was when it
Yeah.
was just a song.
Yeah.
So we know the
Yeah.
song would be that, but they
Right.
love each other.
Yeah, yeah, and I really hate how it really draws a wedge between them for years. Yeah, but it was just a song of people was like, "Oh my god, they like the who is the dude?" And then I still be seeing people comments. I try not to look at comments too much, but I don't like. They be like, "Oh well, so who was the guy that they were talking about?" And did they
They
ever?
don't even like the song.
Yes. So it is just a damn song, people. But yeah,
And
no, I.
but who else did something like that? Whitney Houston and Aretha Franklin did a song together. And
Mhm,
it was almost like The Boy Is Mine. It was way out before The Boy Is Mine. And they
mhm.
were talking about, my man, you stole my man from me. So go and check it out. It's somewhere on YouTube. It isn't, it
Okay.
wasn't, it's not gonna be. That's it. And
Okay.
if you like The Boy Is Mine, then you will
Uh-huh.
like that one. And they're
Okay.
both doing like that. And then if you go back and you hear because there's three different versions to it, you can hear
Oh.
them actually having a conversation. Whitney
Uh-huh.
calls her the queen. She says, you are the queen.
Uh-huh.
And they were laughing. You know how you have a conversation, how
Yeah.
artists would have Jen has interludes on her album and she's talking with her friends
Uh-huh.
or she's on the phone. We know her. It
Yeah.
was that. If you go and listen to the entire song, you'll hear Aretha and Whitney having a conversation and
Okay.
recording. Sounds like,
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've heard that one. Okay, I'm gonna have to listen to that.
yes, Aretha Franklin, and she just celebrated her birthday.
Yeah.
So may she rest in grace. She's paved the way for a
Yes.
lot of women that we see now in the business.
Yeah, she
From the
she
Coco
yes.
Jones,
Yeah.
it's so many.
Yeah. Definitely, definitely.
And I think we just about covered it all, Fashion Dolls. Do we have any questions? Any tours coming up? Any more tours coming up? Now, Patti LaBelle is going to be going on tour. So
Okay.
we know there's going to be another, if I'm not mistaken, the Queens, Four Legends, One Stage,
Mhm.
April 2nd, Northfield, Ohio, the Queens tour. You've
Okay.
got, and this will be at MGM Northfield Park. You've
Okay.
got April 3rd, Columbus, Ohio, at the Mershon Auditorium, and April 4th at Nashville, Tennessee. So if you want to see Stephanie Mills, Shaka
Okay.
Khan, Gladys Knight, and Patti LaBelle, then you definitely might want to go and get your tickets. Because
That's gonna
Phil
be
was
a
saying
good one.
something about May 26th. She's also going to be at the Blue Note Jazz Festival in LA, June
Mhm.
13th through the 14th.
Mm.
Saratoga Jazz Festival, June 27th, and the Winter Park Jazz Festival, July 18th. So,
Wow.
what did I tell you?
Yep,
Phil
that's a
said it
lot.
best in the beginning of the show. Women are going to be touring out here this summer.
Yeah. Yep. So make sure y'all get y'all tickets.
Get them in advance. When Cowboy Carter was here, everybody was trying to get a code. They were trying to
Child,
get a
and I
code to
was
get
one,
the
and I was the main one
yes.
trying to get a cold.
Do you know? And then you had talk show hosts even asking, uh,
Hmm.
"What can we do to get?" They're
Hmm.
asking celebrity friends of Beyonce, "What can we do?" Or "What can we do to get a code?" So I
Hmm.
know it was hard for a lot of people to get that code.
Yeah,
Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour and the Renaissance tour were
yeah,
two of the highest grossing tours ever. And then you
yep,
had Taylor Swift.
yeah,
So they both sold out. Cardi's soul is selling out as well too as we
yeah,
speak because a
yeah.
lot of people want to see this. And I have a feeling that with TLC, En Vogue,
Hmm.
and Salt and Pepper all on one ticket together,
Yeah,
this one is going to sell out.
Oh, we
Brandy
know
and
that's gonna
Monica's
sell
song.
out for sure. We know that's gonna,
Yeah.
and it is gonna be, and it's gonna be different age groups, but we know it's gonna typically be 30s and up. So yeah, not 90s
Oh,
babies, 80s babies, 70s babies. Everybody's gonna be there. So yeah, it's gonna have the same effect like the Queens of R&B Escape SWV tour too. And yeah, that's another tour that I was glad that I attended. I was glad I attended that tour. I still have the footage. You know, my iCloud is full with literally every tour that I go on. I will forever keep the memories. But
yes,
yes,
please
no.
hold on to them. And speaking of memories, y'all already know what I'm gonna say. Act three. Can y'all guess what she's going to do next? Because okay,
We
Renaissance
gotta talk about
was
this
Renaissance was house or dance
dance.
electronica.
Yeah,
Cowboy Carter was more so a mix of hip hop, country,
yeah,
and a little
a
bit
little
of
bit of a
blues, I
rock.
would say.
Yeah.
Act three, can you guess what she's going to do next?
So this is okay. So for my take on it is people are speculating that they think it's gonna be a rock album, but we have to think about Cowboy Carter already has rock inspire inspiration in it.
Yes.
Blues, it kind of has all of the it kind of does, and then we have to remember too on the second half of Cowboy Carter, it kind of has the dance element sort of from Renaissance because we have to
Yes.
remember Cowboy Carter was supposed to come out first before the Renaissance album. Um, it's really hard to pinpoint what Act Three is gonna be. I really can't say for sure what I think it's gonna be, but a lot of people are speculating it's just gonna be just a rock album. But with Beyonce, we don't know. It could go either way. It could go. We don't know. It could be a jazz album, a blues album. You just never know where Beyonce is gonna take. And we know she doesn't say from her mouth, she just comes out with it. So we don't know what the girl is gonna do. But I'm gonna tell you this: I'm always gonna be surprised. Whatever she comes out is gonna be worth the wait. Whatever she's gonna do is gonna be worth the wait. So I'm gonna support her. You know, and too, I also want to mention too, because I know there was a recent situation. If we want to talk about celebrity gossip, I know there was a recent situation at the Oscars after party at Beyonce's Oscar, Jay Z and Beyonce.
Usher and Justin Bieber.
It
Yes.
was a Usher and Justin Bieber moment, and Beyonce was holding her wine. I want to bring that up. I still want to look for video footage. I'm still not gonna get off this topic because I want to know what happened. I I mean, when I seen it, it looked crazy. Some people are speculating that they think it's an AI. I don't really think so because what I've been told at those parties, they can't even have phones. This looked like photography footage. And we know sometimes with photography, with photo images taken from an actual camera, it can sometimes get a little pixelated and it has a grain to it. I can't really say if I think it's AI. It does to me, it looks real, but a lot of people are speculating that they think it's an AI. But it looks pretty real to me. So we don't know the situation. I still want to find out. I want to find out some type of video footage, but it looked crazy. Beyonce was in there, and then Usher. Well, Justin Bieber was holding Usher by his shirt. I don't know. That situation looked really, really crazy. I will want to know what that is. But if anybody has any type of input on that,
Please let us know for
please
sure.
let us
Because I
know.
know my colleague covered that. And I'm like, wait a minute, I thought they were cool. So what happened? What
That's what I'm
happened just that
saying.
fast? But see, we can't, since we're not in there with them,
Right.
and we if there is audio or video of what happened,
Something.
then we have to read their lips and
Yeah.
interpret what is going on.
Going
And I give
on.
you an example. Remember Kelly Rowland was telling homegirl off when she went to Cannes Festival about, I think she pushed her or she stepped on her gown, one of the two. And we could
Mm.
see Kelly Rowland yelling at the young lady,
Mm-hmm.
but we could not really hear it because, if you're going to a festival or party
Mm-hmm.
or something,
Mm-hmm.
then you can it's a lot of people around, it's a lot of chatter, it's a lot
Yeah.
going on. Oh, one more thing. Essence. Essence Fest.
Yeah, oh
Cardi
yeah.
B is gonna be doing that as well too. So it's
That's
gonna be
good.
a lot of events going on, y'all.
Yeah. We know Essence Festival is good. We know Janet normally they normally have Janet headline that
Yeah.
generally. She normally headlines the Essence Fest. I know when she does it, she always does it good. But yeah, no. Yeah. That's gonna be interesting.
And with everything that Cardi is doing, from her hair care line to the tour, now she's going to be doing Essence Fest New Orleans. So y'all going ahead and get y'all's tickets. Get your
Yeah.
tickets in advance if you can. Again, now, like Phil said, I'm going to speculate too and say that it could be rock, because knowing Beyonce, she's not the type to just tell you what she's working on. Cardi
Exactly.
gave us a full, like, how they do old fashioned, how they would do albums back in the day. They would,
Yep.
put a commercial out.
Yep.
But Cardi, she gave us that with the Blackbirds
Yep.
and everything. And then boom,
Yep.
12 at midnight was
Yep.
when she dropped that album, Am I the
Yep.
Drama? And
Yep.
then she gave us a bunch of different versions. And
Yep.
you saw her out here in the streets selling copies to people.
Yep.
You
And J.
know,
Cole doing the same thing himself, selling street copies and
yes, out of his truck. Yep, out of his car. And that is the best. That is genius
yeah.
marketing, because you're
Yeah.
going out there and
Yeah.
you're able to get a picture with your favorite singer,
Yeah.
songwriter, whomever. You're
Yeah.
able to do that. You're supporting them and you get to take a picture with them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think with her doing the different covers, the box artwork, and then
Hmm.
selling the t-shirt merch,
Yeah.
that was genius.
That was
Beyonce,
because
how she is
oh yeah.
strategic now.
Yeah.
Now, remember when she came out with Break My Soul?
Yeah.
RuPaul said that he took everything down. We're thinking, okay, is Destiny's Child getting back together for a
Right.
tour?
Yeah.
What's going to happen?
Yeah.
So Instagram goes black. And
Yeah.
then she pops up and it's the picture of her through the window. And
Yeah.
the cover for Break My Soul is like in
Yeah.
puzzle pieces.
Just
So I'm
yeah.
like, she's coming out with something.
Yeah.
And then the Vogue cover.
Yeah.
Beyonce's very strategic on her mark.
Very. Yeah.
Pay attention to everything that she does,
Yeah.
because
And me,
if
I
she
do.
if
Yes.
she, it's coded, it's
Yeah.
hidden, it's coded.
Yeah.
She's working on something.
Something.
The
Yeah.
horse, when she did the
Yeah.
Vogue cover with the horse
Yeah.
and the Harris Reed ensemble, I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, she's coming out with a new album,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's how we got Renaissance,
Yeah.
new music. We
Yeah.
see videos, visuals, all of these things. We still haven't gotten any really,
We still
but
haven't got no visuals.
she gave us a teaser. She's given
Yeah.
us teasers of these things, and we
Yeah.
want more. So
Right.
my speculation is it could be rock. Just pay
Could be.
attention. She took some pictures when the Super Bowl happened. Bad Bunny headlined the
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
She took some pictures. So I'm
Mm.
like, okay,
She had a
this
burger, then she had a football. Like, and this is why I was telling some of my colleagues at work. I'm like, y'all got to pay attention to when Beyonce drops something. It's hitting messages. She's definitely up to something. So
she's in the
yeah,
studio cooking.
she in the
And the
studio
same for
cooking.
Janet. The
Yeah,
same for Janet. Janet is
yeah.
kind of quiet right now.
And we just found out too that Janet bought got a new publishing deal for her catalog.
Yes.
So she could be up to something too, and we don't know it. She could be coming out with new music. I know she's been teasing that she's been coming out with new music soon, but we don't know when. But with her, when she always say from my lips, we'll know. We'll know. So
And
yeah.
then they dropped the promo. We'll see the promo and the dates and everything. So
Yeah.
you guys stay tuned for that. And then
Yeah.
of course the Queen's tour. You've got Essence Fest. You've got all of
Yeah.
these things that are going on right now with women in music. So
Yeah.
stay tuned, y'all. Like, for real.
Yeah.
Definitely. Now let's see. She's got several concert dates in Japan in June 2026.
Janet. Yeah.
Janet.
Hmm.
The Final Ride Tour and a 35-date world tour for 2026. Now, no official for North American or European dates for 2026.
Right.
So you guys have to stay tuned. She is going to be scheduled for Tuesday, June 9th 2026 at 6:30 p.m. at the Kobe
Mhm.
Arena. So you guys stay tuned for that. June 17th, 2026 at the IG Arena.
Mhm.
And October 20th, the Together Again tour. That was a good tour. Las
That
Vegas
was.
residency.
Mhm.
Two consecutive shows scheduled for Saturday, June 13th, 6 p.m. and June 14th,
Mhm.
2026 at 5 p.m. So y'all go get your at the K Arena, White, Oklahoma. So y'all go and check that out. Janet is going to be touring. So
Oh yeah.
yes,
Janet, she's still Janet is gonna forever be Janet at any age. And we know our girl turned 60 this year. So
still going. That
she's still
longevity,
going.
her being
Yeah.
that longevity to keep going.
Yeah, and she always sold herself short, in my opinion, because she didn't think, and she even said this on a interview. She didn't think that she would. She thought that she would be hanging up the dancing shoes at around 50, but she proved herself wrong. She
She's
proved
still
herself
going,
wrong. She's still
and that's
going.
that longevity, that
Yeah,
strength to be able to
yeah,
keep going and dance on stage. Her and Beyonce still
yeah.
out here touring,
They still
performing,
out here.
and that's what it's all about.
Yep, and still selling out shows. Yep. So
So y'all stay
gotta love the divas. Gotta love the queens.
all of them, all of these
Yeah.
amazing women. So y'all stay tuned. I think we just about covered everything, fashion dolls. So to conclude Women's History Month, our music talk with Phil here. Phil, what else are you looking forward to from the ladies of this season? We've announced everything, but who else are you looking forward to something from?
Oh, okay. So, there's a lot of different people. I am looking forward for more music from Brandy, especially, because I'm
Oh
really
yeah,
reminiscent and I'm really really true to the people that I grew up on. I always want them to keep on going forward. Of course, we want Queen Bee to still do something, but we know when she comes, she's gonna come. But I am looking for more for Brandy. I want Brandy to come out with more music. Her last album was B7. I want more. I want another album. I want her to tour more. I want more from Brandy. Now we know Brandy getting her props, but I want her to keep up her longevity because she deserves it. I want to see Brandy get more out there. I want more from Ariana Grande. I want more from um Megan Thee Stallion. I want more from Cardi B. I want them to keep going. I want in general, I want my faves to keep going because I favor a lot of people, but I want them to keep going. I don't want to see them quit. I want them to keep going. There's a lot of different people. The list goes on with me when it comes to music. But one of my favorite people, when they come through with something and I like it, I will be at their show. So but yes, there's a lot of different people that I want to see them keep succeeding, keep going forward.
and that's for sure. And you've mentioned B7. I feel as though B7 deserved a Grammy. That was a good album. She
It
has
really
a
did.
song on there that I love that I don't know. I don't know if she performed it at the Boys Mind tour, but it's called Borderline.
She did not
And
perform it. That's another song I wanted her to perform. She didn't.
that's
The
one of
songs that I really wanted her to perform, she didn't. I wanted Borderline because that is my favorite song. I'm telling you, Borderline. When I tell you, oh God, love it down. That song is amazing. The way she sings on there, her tone, oh my god! And then when she do this little high note, because with B7, she kind of showcased a lot of high notes on that album.
oh yeah.
But no, she didn't do Borderline. I wanted Borderline. Do you know what you have? I didn't get those. That's why I was saying in the beginning when I wanted less opening acts and more Brandy and Monica, because I know Brandy probably would have did the songs that I really wanted her to do. And then I had to mention some of the songs from Full Moon. I wanted
Um,
her to kind of do Anybody. I wanted that to kind of be in there too. I wanted her to kind of do songs she never would think to perform. And that's kind of why I was saying, well, maybe if they had less opening acts, probably would have been more songs. But yes, no, she didn't do Borderline. And that was one of the songs I really wanted her to do.
and I'm pretty sure she's gonna do more on the next tour when
Yes,
she goes on
I'm
the
hoping
next
for.
tour
Yes, I'm hoping for more
with
tours
Jay
for
Z.
Brandy. Yes. Yes. So yes, this Jay Z and Brandy one, I'm hoping it is worldwide. I don't know if it's just in a certain state, but I'm hoping it's going in other states as well. So I we fingers crossed. We'll see. We don't know, but I want more for Brandy though. I do. I want her to be out more than because we know she don't tour a lot. But the boy's mom was a perfect starting. I just want her to keep up the
Yes.
momentum. You know,
And just stay tuned, y'all. Who
you
am I
never
looking
know.
forward to more from? I would say Coco Jones. Would
She's a
love to
good
see her.
artist, though. She's a good artist. She is. I have to get.
Ari
I'm not a
Lennox.
huge fan, but I do like her. But she's a good. She is a good artist, though. She makes some good music, but I'm not a huge fan of her. But yeah, she's good.
Ari Lennox is who I want to see more from. Love
Yes.
Ari.
Yeah.
Who else that's out? Kaylani.
Oh, I
Kaylani, of
can't forget
course.
her. I can't forget Kaylani. Yeah, she has a new album coming out too. This in April. So yeah. Yep.
And if I'm not mistaken, she just did Jennifer Hudson's show. I have to go back and watch that
I
interview.
do too.
So
Yeah.
Folded,
Oh, that
Kaylani
song
had some.
took over R&B's charts all last year. So, and she won a Grammy off of it. A couple of Grammys off of it.
Shout outs to Kaylani. What
Yes, she's a good.
just like SZA and Seven Streeter are
Yeah,
beasts with a pen. Money
yeah,
Long too sheet. Money Long is written for Rihanna and
yeah,
so many other
yeah,
artists as well.
right,
But
yeah,
shout outs to Kaylani for just being able to be a vocal beast,
yeah.
and not only just a vocal beast, but a beast with a pen. Be able to write whatever it is you're going through, turn your situations into a song. So
Hmm.
love Kaylani. I would love to see
Yes, no,
more
now
from her.
she's taking over R&B. She's a great R&B artist.
Yes.
Yes.
Who is another that I would say that is a great uh that I would love to see more from? I've named Ari Lennox. I've named Tiana Taylor. She's
Oh,
into the acting bag
definitely.
right now,
Yeah, she's kind of
but
transitioning. She is, but
I,
I want more music though. I
yes,
do.
and not to mention she is a fantastic dancer.
Oh yeah, we can't forget she yeah in the dancing category, yes, and we know she looks up to Michael, Janet. So yeah, no, she's in the dancing category as well. She's up there with Sierra. Yep.
That
Yeah.
flexibility, that longevity. I
Yeah.
mean, she's been doing this since a teenager, since
Teenager.
13 years old.
Oh yeah.
To work with Beyonce. She also worked with Beyonce at a young age.
Yeah.
So that longevity is what a lot of artists have to have. So I'm
Hmm.
looking forward to seeing more from Tiana Taylor, and I can tell you
Yeah.
that her star power is going to continue to shine, not
Oh
just in the
yeah.
acting,
Yeah.
but she's. I mean, she's going to be portraying Dionne Warwick. Dionne Warwick gave her the
Oh.
go ahead. Dionne
Oh.
Warwick hand. She said she wants her, and they look just alike, by the way, as well.
Yeah, there's some
But
similarities. There is. When you think about them two, yeah. Oh well. Oh okay. That's something I'm looking forward to.
so y'all stay tuned for that. And she just did Sherry not too long ago.
Mm,
So she was saying how Tiana Taylor was just what she wanted. She was the
mm,
cream of the crop. She was
mm.
everything. And Tiana Taylor says, "No, I can't sing like that." So I'm
Right.
probably gonna have to be lip syncing. But I'm like, girl, you can sing. You're talented. You are.
She is.
She's just
Yeah.
like Janet, that you can
Yeah,
dance.
and you can tell because she adores Janet. She's somebody who really adores it. Her and
Study.
Tinashe. Tinashe adores Janet too. They are two that adores her. So that's their mother. That's their music mother. They adore her. Yeah.
Absolutely. And to be able to do all of these things, Janet, act, sing,
Hmm.
dance, to
Yeah.
be able to do all three. Because
Yeah.
Janet said she didn't really want to get into music like that. It was acting first.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
she said music always there. But
Yeah.
she loves her talent. She loves and she's passionate about it.
Yeah.
So Tiana Taylor, again, she studied Janet and is the
Hmm.
catalyst for
Yeah.
that. So you
Hmm.
can tell. That's who I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to seeing more of. Oh, Kiki Palmer is another. Kiki Palmer, don't
And
sleep
I
on her
seen her
because
last year
she's been
too, live. Yeah. Yep.
amazing singer,
Yeah.
amazing songwriter.
Yep.
And of course actress. That's no brainer. But
Yeah.
musically, great singer.
Yeah,
Great.
she yeah, yep. Yeah, she's also good at R&B. She's somebody that's underrated too. She's very underrated. But she's good. She is good. I liked her album last year too. Just Kiki. Yep.
All right, fashion dolls, and that concludes our Women's History Month music talk with Phil. And I'm gonna bring Phil back. This was so good, and I love doing this because you guys have been requesting that I do more music conversations here on
Yeah.
the platform. And your wish is my command. I will
Yeah.
keep bringing Phil on, and of
Yes.
course, my brother K Tukes. Shout outs to him. We're gonna be
If
doing
there's a
something.
way, yes. If there's a way we can do a three-way where it can be me, you, and K Tooks, that would be lovely. Because Kenneth, he's my friend, my dear friend, and all three of us in a conversation will be perfect.
Oh yes, for sure. I'm definitely in. And of
Yes.
course, shout outs to other colleague Tony Holly as
Mhm.
well. We need to collaborate, all four of us, and do something. This would be great.
Yeah.
So we're all music heads, we're all music lovers, and I
Yes.
think that this will be great. And I hope this conversation was helpful to let you know of my, in our minds, the women we admire in the music world.
Yes.
So again, March is International Women's History Month, and this
Yes.
was perfect. Now, joining me tomorrow, we have the beautiful Allison Jordan. So make sure you guys tune in, and I will see you then, Fashion Dolls. And Phil, as always,
Yes.
thank you so much, and I had a
You're
great
welcome.
time.
Of as always, I love you, Miss Stevie. I love you, Fashion Dolls. This was amazing. I look forward to doing more.
Yes, yes. And the replay will be up in case you guys missed it. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 4 with Allison Jordan. Till next time, everyone.
Bye.
Take care.
You too.